Welcome everyone to the long-awaited Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.20.60 update. This update is now rolling out for Minecraft on iOS, Android, Windows, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation. Now this is not a major update. It's not a minor update. It is a very much needed update. And no, there are no shaders in this version. We are going to go through every single change available in this Minecraft update. Can we get 3,000 likes on this video? Also, I'll leave the seed down below. However, let it be noted, this update will appear on Nintendo Switch and dedicated servers as version 1.20.61 and all other platforms as 1.20.60. The contents of the updates are the same. The only difference is going to be the number. Moving on to vanilla Java Parity. Nether gold ore can now drop up to 6 gold nuggets. Previously, it was 5 when mined with an unenchanted tool, or up to 24 with fortune level 3. Previously, it was 20. So a slight buff here. Let's do this with a regular one and see how many we get. This time I managed to get myself 4. Let's try it again. So you can get up to 6 if you are relatively lucky. There you go. We managed to get ourselves 6 there. Now if you do this with fortune level 3, previously you could get 20. Now you can get 24. So if I was to mine this, let's see how many we get there. We got 18 that time. Come on, let's see how rare it is. Bro, that is terrible. Let's try it again. 9. So, yeah, that is a very big change for the amount of gold that you're able to get. Bro, I'm not getting anything here with these. Oh, that looks like a good one. There you go. Took me a little bit of time, but you can get so much more bang for your buck. Now, this exact change has also happened with Lapis. It says lapis lazuli ore can now drop up to 9 lapis. Previously, it was 8 when mined with an unenchanted tool, or up to 36 with fortune level 3. Previously, it was 32. So if we was to mine this with this one, we managed to get ourselves 9. That's the highest. We got that first time. And then this one can now be 36 if we're lucky. Hey, we got it first time on both of them. So yeah, just a slight buff when it comes to gold and lapis. However, a slight nerf with campfires. Campfire now correctly drops 2 charcoal instead of 4 when destroyed by the player. This was like an infinite charcoal glitch that players were using at the start of worlds, and you could then go ahead and use this to craft them again, right? And that produces soul soil, and this one gives you only 2. Music disc name text now has the same color as enchanted items. So I'm just going to grab these here, but I'm also going to grab this. So whenever I hover over this block, you can see the text above my hotbar. It's white. This was white previously for music discs. Now it's displaying as a slight blue. And if I was to grab this, you can see here the colors are relatively the same. Yeah, they are the same. So just a slight change. Also, trail ruins will now be placed in the same location and configuration as Java Edition. We have a bug report. This has been a problem since very early 2023 and has affected all of these versions. Trail Ruins top tower structure is detached from the main structure. So basically, Bedrock Edition players, they would find the ruins and then they just thought that they had this. No, you had to dig down a lot to find the rest of the structure. It was just super frustrating. It was a problem for such a very long time, and they've now put them on par with Minecraft Java Edition. But like I said, this is bigger than you actually think. As you guys know, Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Java Edition has seed parity. If you typed this very seed in on Minecraft Java Edition, it would be the exact same. However, there's a very big chance that this village would not be here. We have seed parity. We don't have structure parity. It looks like the developers are starting to work on this, because that very change that I've just talked about, If you were to find the ruins right here on Bedrock Edition, type in the seed on Java, the ruins would be in the exact same location. We tested this theory, so this is definitely a step in the right direction. So in the future, if you were to find a seed on Java, it would work on Bedrock and everything would be the same. And it would be the same vice versa. Really good change. Moving on to experimental features. Let's read the change log. Just to save everyone time here, I didn't go ahead and place all this information on signs. You know about the breeze, you know about the trial spawner, you know about the trial chambers, etc. Now, Minecraft Bedrock Edition now has access to these as a toggle. This is more directed at Switch, iOS players who aren't in preview, and PlayStation players who do not have access to it. You can now test these features, but everything you have access to is a little bit outdated and will be updated even more in the next Minecraft update. So if you do want to try out these new features, whenever you are creating a brand new world, head down to your experiments and turn on all of the experimental features, 1.21, armadillo and wolf armor, etc. Otherwise, these are not going to work, and I don't recommend doing this in your favorite worlds. And if you do, back up your worlds, because things will break. But for those of you interested, go and check them out. It's nice having a new mob available in the game. I actually do think the breeze is slightly updated, though, because if I was to throw this at it, previously this didn't bounce back, so it looks like it is using some of the latest breeze. However, what about eggs? Are they still broken? There's like a 50% chance of getting a chicken every time you throw it at a breeze, so you could go like this, and you'll end up with like tons and tons of chickens in your world. We do have the trial key, which we know is used for the new vaults. This texture is going to change. Right now, it doesn't do anything at all. And we do have these spawners as well. So can we put these in here? You can put these inside of here. So these are timed related. If I was to go to / game mode S, these guys are going to spawn. And then if I go ahead and kill these guys, which, oh, we'll do. Come on. Oh, they're hard to deal with, I'll be honest, especially when there's this many. But if you kill these guys, you get rewards from this. Now, the loot that's available is going to change, by the way. So please bear that in mind. I'm trying not to destroy everything here.
A few moments later.
Inside of the trial chambers, they're actually a lot easier to deal with. That's surely got to be the last one. Okay, so the loot popped up. This time we got ourselves a key. This is on cooldown, right? And they can actually be broken, but it will take you like 5 in real life minutes, if not longer, even with efficiency. So I wouldn't recommend breaking these. Also, for those of you interested in finding the trial chambers, there is a / locate structure trial chambers command. This one generated in a deep dark next to an ancient city. In terms of where they can generate lower, they can generate higher, they can generate inside of caves. Everything you see inside of here in terms of loot is currently placeholder, and the loot chests are eventually going to be replaced with the vaults. So bear that in mind. And yes, we also have the armadillo, which can be used to get the armadillo scoots, which can be crafted into wolf armor. This is also going to see a very big overhaul, and it can be sheared to get it off your wolf. And these guys, the texture is going to change. Don't worry about that. If you brush these guys, you end up with the scoots. Moving on to fixes and changes. Performance and stability. Fixed a variety of crashes that could occur during gameplay. So you know when you play in Minecraft and your game just crashes and you're like, wait, what? Why? Yeah, they fixed some of those. Fixed a rare crash that could occur with the 7 Cs achievement. Fixed a crash that could occur when players placed or destroyed any block and then selected save and quit with ray tracing enabled. Fixed a crash that could occur in the play menu whilst looking at realms. Fixed a bug that could cause infinite loading while joining a realm. General fixes and changes added more information error messaging in case world export fails due to external OS issues. we have a bug report. Wow, this has been a problem since 2019 and has affected all of these versions. And basically, there wasn't a proper error messaging system if your world just simply did not work. Improved delay between 100% loaded and when the main menu appears on console platforms. There, you need a mint achievement can now only be unlocked by collecting Dragon's Breath. We have a bug report. So apparently, this achievement, reported again back in December of 2023, could be unlocked by crafting a glistening watermelon in 1.20.50. Gameplay fixes. Fixed certain cases that cause... Excuse me. Fixed certain cases that caused players to take unexpected fall damage when performing interactions at specific heights, like 62. We have a bug report. Have you guys ever wondered why Minecraft Bedrock Edition doesn't have hardcore mode? Yeah, here's some of the reasons why. Like, there's a chest bug here. So this person's currently, as you can see on the coordinates, at level 63. If they go ahead and place down a chest, stand on it and open it, watch this. They just take unexpected damage. And a lot of people would actually end up dying. And this person, oh, he popped his totem and probably is or would have died. Also, reintroduced a fix for players sometimes taking unexpected fall damage while building blocks while standing on them. We have a bug report. Taking fall damage when not falling, reported back in 2021, affected all of these versions. Players would just end up dying. Fixed some cases where players could take unexpected fall damage near ledges that they were visibly not falling off. So let's say I was really high in the sky, right? And I was like hovering over one of the blocks like this, and I was just hanging over the edge. The game would actually think that you'd fell all the way down, right? So if I was over here hanging over, it would think that I have fallen off. It was just really, really stupid. But also fixed the issue that prevented the inventory from being navigated when using only a keyboard on mobile. Fixed the issue that prevented stack splitting from being used when using a keyboard in touch mode. Fixed an issue that could inflict unexpected fall damage in certain cases when building blocks while moving. We have a bug report. So here is the bug report right here. Instant death when pillaring during autosave. And all of these bug fixes are related to the same bug report. Players no longer fall through the block they stand on when switching to spectator mode and back. It says players are no longer slowed down if they touch the ground while flying in creative mode. We have a bug report and also a chicken. So I experienced this, thought they just changed the mechanics here. This player has a demonstration here. If they now go forward, you can see they're really, really slow. And if they were to go down again, it basically makes you even slower. So really weird bug that they finally fixed. If the game is closed while changing dimensions, players will no longer be placed in unexpected positions when re-entering the world. We have a bug report. Going through Nether/End portal causes the game to get stuck on building terrain and restarts the game and teleports players to the same coordinates of the dimension that they left. So here is a perfect example of this. Again, all random death bugs that have been experienced across Minecraft Bedrock Edition. If we just keep going ahead here, this player is going to join back, be in the overworld, and probably pop their totem, if I remember correctly. Yes, nobody wants that. Moving on to mobs. Horses, donkeys, and mules now take fall damage when controlled by a player, except for worlds targeting base game versions before 1.20.60. We have a bug report. So this has been talked about for a long time. In fact, 4 years now. Basically, these mobs did not take any damage. A lot of people don't like this, though, because, of course, their horses and other animals could jump from really high heights and not take any damage. Now they will. And I'm going to show you guys as Exhibit A. We'll take this off, put this on, / game mode S. If we were to just go ahead and jump off, you can see the horse takes damage. Now, if the horse dies, the damage is then negated onto you, and you will be inflicted. Fixed an issue that made boats clip through blocks when placed. Fixed some villagers not having their skins match their professions. We have a bug report. Villager profession skin may not match its workstation, and you'll see here there is a villager over here. He wants the potato, but he isn't the correct skin. The scattering of experience orbs released while fishing have been reduced. We have a bug report. Experience XP orbs scattering more than before. Have you ever done any fishing on Minecraft Bedrock Edition? And your XP orbs are just all over the place, and then you gotta go and get them. But yeah, that was fixed today. Experience orbs no longer collide with mobs. We have a bug report. Here is the bug report, an issue for a very long time, reported 4 years ago. And if you ever traded with a villager and it just pushes them all the way back, yeah, that should not happen anymore. Zoglins can no longer spawn in peaceful difficulty and will despawn if the difficulty is switched to peaceful. And I don't have a Zoglin spawn egg, but I will get you one Zoglin. These guys are quite brutal, right? So let's place him down. Let's go to / difficulty, and we set it to P. They now disappear. Now, there's also a change with bees. Bees no longer take full damage when moving through sweet berries. I swear I did have these. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. Anyway, bees, if they were to be inside of here, they wouldn't take any damage from these bushes anymore. Wolves can now spawn on both snow and top snow within grove biomes. We have a bug report. So for the longest time possible, in all of these versions, wolves don't spawn on snow block in cherry grove biome. So apparently the code didn't actually exist. Moving on to changes with blocks. Container blocks triggered with redstone, for example, hoppers, dispensers, etc., can now be interacted with consistently when powered by a fast redstone clock. Frosted ice blocks no longer leave water in the world when mined with a silk touch tool. So this is the stuff that you leave behind from your boots, / game mode S. Previously, if you were to pick these up, it would actually go ahead and leave water. As you guys can see there, it leaves water if you don't actually pick it up in time. Now, if you do it silk touch, you can't actually pick it up at all. It just doesn't leave any water. Turtle eggs, frog spawn, coral, and coral fan no longer spawn double the particles when mined. Now, I think we've all experienced this. We'll use these, for example. If we go to / game mode S. Have you guys ever mined these and there's just a ridiculous amount of particles from these things? Yeah, they've now been reduced. Sad news, though. Beehive and bee nest can no longer be silk touched by an enchanted book with silk touch. You used to be able to hold this in your hands, mine this, and pick them up. Well, this one works anyway, but you could pick up those. Big sad. They got rid of it. Destroying a bed through the bottom block now properly clears the spawn point. Pistons pushing, pulling, or destroying blocks no longer risk teleporting surrounding players towards the world's origin. We have a bug report. Here is the official bug report. Check out this video here. This player gets teleported to the 0 coordinate location. Check their coordinates. Watch this. It goes to -1. Villagers who were mistakenly assigned to the same bed or workstation as others will now actively seek out a new bed or workstation. We have a bug report. So talk about everyone wanting the same thing. Check this out. Everyone wants that workstation over there. No one's interested in these ones. He seems alright though. Pufferfish no longer inflate and deflate repeatedly when a player is at a specific distance from them. It says mobs that have partial blocks, for example, trapdoor slabs, etc., specified as part of their list of blocks to avoid in their navigation component, should now avoid them properly. The limitations on which blocks can be placed by dark oak and acacia trees now also apply to their branches, not just their trunks. There is a bug report for this one, but I couldn't open it or click it. It was kind of hidden. Top snow placed at generation time now also covers tall grass and flowers. We have a bug report. A very long time reported bug. When grass and flowers spawn in snow biomes, they replace the snow. So you'll see here, they are replacing them. This has been an issue for a very, very long time. In fact, for as long as I can remember in Minecraft. That's not going to happen anymore. Wither roses now damage mobs every 0.5 seconds instead of every 2 seconds. And this also includes the player, but check out how much this is going to kill these guys. A lot. / game mode S. Also the same for you. So you will take a lot of damage from these. Containers being cloned no longer keep their container screens open or cause crashes. Fixed pixel shading on the double chest and trap chest lids. Let's check out the bug reports. Here is the bug reports. It's been a problem in all of these versions. Can you tell the difference between these two? I don't think so anymore. Moving on to items. Fixed issue where eating an apple would not slow down player movements. Rename Scoot to Turtle Scoot. And that is pretty simple because we have the Armadillo Scoot. Why would this be called just a scoot? Players can now consume suspicious stew even when their hunger bar is full. So if I was to eat this suspicious stew, I already had full hearts and full health. You can still consume them. It says banner items of identical colors now consistently stack together, whether or not they have been previously placed in the world as blocks. We have a bug report. So this was a super annoying issue from back in 2019. I think you've all experienced this one. I'm just going to skip his head a little bit, but he's going to make a bunch of banners here. When he goes ahead and breaks this one, they do not stack together. And this was the same for any type of banner. But I can confirm today, if we break these and break this, they now stack together. Finally, this bug has been fixed. Moving on to touch controls. Fixed a bug where the hotbar disappeared when exiting out of the custom touch control screen with a non-touch controller input. Graphical fixed incorrect block lighting after exiting water with the improved input response option enabled. We have a bug report. So I never experienced this in full release. However, apparently players did. Now, if you were to go into water, everything would become incredibly bright, but mobs would become incredibly dark. I had this issue in beta and preview. Apparently, it's been fixed. User interface. Let's read the changelog. I didn't think all of this information needed to be placed on signs. If you're interested in these, I'll leave the changelog down below. And also, technical updates. Let's read the changelog. So, of course, they've updated the add-on template to match the latest version, general commands, add-on and scripts, and so many more changes. If you're interested in the technical side, the link is down below. And that is all we have today. I know it's not the most exciting update, but honestly, guys, we really needed this bug fix update. If you made it this far in today's video, just leave a comment down below and say, hey, Echo, that is an absolutely beautiful seed. I'll see you all tomorrow for a beta and preview.